Hello everyone, I am here with Miss Jasmine Campbell, and she actually gave me an invite into her office, and I'm going to ask her some questions. This is a woman with many hats. She is doing a lot, and I'm very proud of her. I've been knowing her for a while, but we've never had a conversation. I didn't even know she had all this stuff going on, so I am excited to be able to sit here and talk with her and just let everyone know what it is that she do and how she got started. So we're going to start.
All right. So hi everyone. My name is Jasmine Campbell. I am a native of St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out to the Lou. I've been in Sacramento for about 10 years. I started my business about 8 years ago. Me and my husband. Hi, babe. We started off our business pretty much out of our garage and just kind of expanded our brand and added to a little bit.
So you say business, you never said what that business was.
Right. So one of our businesses is Castle Services. We are located in West Sacramento. We are a property servicing company. What that means is we provide services for different properties, whether that be commercial, industrial, or residential. We do junk removal, landscaping, demolition, and our bread and butter is janitorial. You're about to ask me something.
Yeah, well, how did that idea come about? Did it just, I know it didn't pop out of like thin air, out of nowhere. So was this something that was planned for years, or you guys just one day say, you know what, we're about to do XYZ right now? How did you guys get started in junk removal and then moving on to bigger and better things?
Sure. So I was actually a housekeeper at a high-end hotel for about 5 years, and then I just started cleaning houses on the side. That's how I met my husband. He was looking for someone to clean a commercial space that he had did some demolition for. We met. I had some ads posted. He replied to an ad. We met and we pretty much started dating and combined our services to one company.
Okay, great. So when you combined the services, was it a hurdle in the beginning, or he already was established?
It was very much so a hurdle. When we first started, I actually lost all of my residential clients. My schedule became really busy at work. I worked 2 jobs and I was also going to school. So my schedule became really busy. I lost all of my clients. So we hung on to his 4 clients and pretty much multiplied from there. It took a lot of groundwork. We did a lot of advertising. When I say we worked multiple jobs for multiple years, we did that along with raising his 2 daughters and bringing in our son into the pot. So yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Well, your story is really interesting. If we can walk towards the back for a second, something that really stood out to me. So this young lady, she actually homeschools her kids at her office, and I thought it was just a brilliant idea. This is their little learning center. So what made you want to homeschool them?
I homeschooled my 2 stepdaughters for about 2 years before they got old enough to kind of do independent studies. And then once I had my son, I knew that it was something that I really wanted to start early, which is development and learning. So I started homeschooling him at about 18 months. And then a year later, my daughter came in, and she's just a bug eye, so she just wants to be a part of it. So as you saw, we made their classroom, we do their homeschooling, I do all of their curricula, and yeah, we're hoping to join with the school soon to keep it going.
Okay, so my next question, I see you have different spaces in here. So how did this whole thing come about? So I do know that it was you and your husband. You guys started out together. So when was the idea that, you know what, honey, we actually need did you guys already start off with a location, or you guys went to seek out to find a location? How did that come about?
Sure. So when we first met, we pretty much rented a space out of a co-working space downtown when they became really popular. And then we came to the wrong location for our prenatal care appointment, and I saw the space across the street, which our retail space is actually in now, and we rented our office out of there for about 2 to 3 years.
So how are you finding your employees and good employees? A lot of people who have businesses, they have a really hard time finding good people. So how have you been successful in finding dedicated, loyal people for your business?
Well, being in the janitorial or any property servicing industry, the turnover rate is crazy. So when we first started, it was really hard to hold on to really good people. But what I've learned to find out, it's really just the people that work for you that keep you going. They always know other people with similar work ethics. So I just kind of started doing referral services with my staff. I pay them to refer people, and that is like our number one right now. We've been able to obtain our staff over the last 10 years. We have people that open the door with us still, so it's just been a big blessing.
Well, great for you. I want to check out the store. So let's go ahead and head over there.
Sure.
I thought this was the cutest store ever.
Thank you.
So a lot of people don't know I love vintage items. And I love vintage. I love bargains and deals. That is my thing. I love how you have your store decorated. It looks very inviting and homey, where you could be warm and just shop. Only thing I was missing was the music.
I know, right? I was gonna get that too. I was gonna put some party bottles on ice. But we're here though. So the name of the store is Transversal. It pretty much, once you walk through, it's like walking through my husband's creative mind. He spent plenty of nights overnight here while I was pregnant, getting this place together. So we pretty much rehabbed the whole commercial space. We're on our year mark now, so we're pretty much ready to open once we finish the fitting rooms. But yeah, so
where did the name come about? How did you guys come up with the name?
Right. So it was actually my husband who came up with the name. It's Transversal. It means pretty much just a switch over. It goes back to our first business where we work really hard. It's a grind kind of business. You have to get dirty. You have to put your boots on. Have to be willing to kick down a wall or two, literally. So our transversal and our other side is pretty much just a really chill side, just relaxation, teaming up, networking with different businesses in the community, creating just a really, really nice atmosphere for everyone to enjoy themselves and just to be free, be loving, supportive. So once you go through the store, it's kind of, you just go through a different kind of world of that, different kind of vibes, different kind of times. You'll see some things in here that's vintage. You'll see some things in here that's new. So it just kind of gives you a very, very transversal and reversal.
Okay. Well, let's check it out.
Different businesses in the community, creating just a really, really nice atmosphere for everyone to enjoy themselves and just to be free, be loving, supportive. So once you go through the store, it's kind of, you just go through a different kind of world of that, different kind of vibes, different kind of times. You'll see some things in here that's vintage. You'll see some things in here that's new. So it just kind of gives you a very, very transversal and reversal.
Okay. Well, let's check it out.
All right. Thanks, left the key. Yeah, pause.
Okay. So as everyone knows, this is what I love to do. I love to talk to people. I love to get into their world and just see where their vision has taken them. So that is something that is like really near and dear to me. So it's exciting to talk with people and just hear how they got started and what their visions are, and see them just, their visions just come to life. It's just exciting. And I think it's really, really cute that she has her cleaning service right next to her vintage store. So she's coming here. Well, we have the key. Okay, so how did this come about?
As far as what? I'm sorry.
Well, the whole thing, like what was the vision? Like the chair being upside down, like where, the swing, who was the creator and a vision of what it would look like?
Sure. So it literally was just all kinds of minds put in one. Long nights here, just putting things together, just trying to figure out what room is going to look like what. If you saw this place before, you'd be like, never. It hadn't been remodeled since the 60s, so we were working with some crazy carpet and, oh my gosh, some eggshell colored walls and things like that. So all of the pieces we hand pick out. We go around looking and searching for them, and then just pretty much fixing them up if we need to, along with collecting. A lot of collecting, years and years of collecting.
So this is years and years.
Like 2 years.
Okay.
2 years of collecting. We've been going really hard over the last year for sure.
Absolutely. And the great thing about vintage is it comes back.
Every time.
It never gets old.
Yeah.
Never gets old. So go ahead and give me a tour if you don't mind.
So this room we call the green room because it has green floors, or the turf floor. This room used to be our office space. This was our bread and butter for a while. We ran our office out of here for 3 years. This room in general, we didn't know what we were going to do with the rest of it. So yeah, we pretty much did the piping pieces. My husband did all the woodwork in here, and like I said, we just collected the pieces over time.
Okay.
And this is the main floor. Main floor, we're working. We have a few teenagers that work here right now. They're doing a lot of sorting because that's our main thing: sorting, tagging, pricing, getting things together, steaming things, putting things out so we can open soon to the public.
Oh, you guys haven't opened yet?
Nope, we're doing appointment only right now. We're doing appointment only.
That is cool. I feel so privileged.
So yeah, we're not open to the public quite yet.
So do you and your husband pick out pieces when you're looking for clothing? What are you looking for?
The grails. We're looking for the grails. We're looking for the pieces that maybe have went out of style, but they're gonna bounce back. We're looking for the graphic tees. We're looking for the vintage tees. The just pretty much anything nice, retro style.
Okay. This is so cool.
Thank you.
I love this. I love the chair, how it's sitting there. It just feels like a closet. That's what it feels like a walk-in closet. This is so cool.
Thank you.
Okay, I love the doors. I think that is cute.
Yeah, these were some recycled doors. He sanded down and he stained.
Okay, so what is this over here? I see the hallway.
This
of
is,
jazz.
so those are actually records in the frames. Again, collectibles. Same with the license plates, just places that we have either went or just purchased the license plates in regards to. We want everyone to come from everywhere and kind of feel like there's a piece of them here. So.
Okay, so what about this room?
And this one used to be our storage space, but
Okay, so that's what you meant by knock down walls.
yeah. So
Okay.
we just added to this room as much as we possibly can. It was just too much of a space to go to waste. So this was actually just one night. I was like, we just need to add it to the space, and I came in the next day, and my husband had the walls tore down, so he was pretty fast on that. But so yeah, he did the pipe wiring. Again, he did all the wood in here. And same thing, just pieces that we've collected over the time.
Well, he's very handy.
Oh, very much.
So the great thing about it is you have something for everyone.
Yeah, that's the goal. We sell to men, women, and children. And then we're buy-sell trade.
So you started another adventure, a business adventure, and what is that?
Financial services.
Okay, and how did that come about?
Sure. So I had worked for a company for like 5 years. And you know how you get your policies through the company typically. And one day I was thinking about leaving the company. and I was looking into like the policies that I had open with them, so my 401ks and things like that. And then I started looking into my life insurance plan that I had purchased with this company, and it was just ridiculous. The plan was trash. I'm glad I didn't die within that time frame. My family would have got anything. And so I had reached out to a friend of mine that I knew her mom did life insurance. And so I reached out to her and I was like, hey, your mom still does life insurance. They came over, and I thought they were just coming over to just sign me up, my family up for life insurance. But instead, she introduced me to a whole other world that I wasn't really even aware of. At the time, I was probably like 22, and I thought I had it all figured out. I knew I had life insurance, but I didn't really know like the value of it, along with other things, securities and things like that. So after I was informed of that, I invested into getting my license, and still just moving to that company. So it's financial services. I provide life insurance. I'm working on my securities and things like that. So
I love the fact that you are all in. Once they came to your home and showed you a presentation, you're like, well, wait a minute. I never heard of this. I never heard of that. I don't have this. I don't have that. And your mind starts opening up and you're like, well, wait, what?
Right.
Okay, but you could have just said, okay, well, sign me up for this. I need X, Y, Z.
Right.
What made you go ahead? I need my life insurance license. What made you go into a leap of doing that? What was the decision behind that?
Like I said, I was like 22 years old, and I really didn't know what I thought I knew about life insurance. I knew that I had coverage, and I thought that was enough. I didn't know what that coverage meant and what that meant for my family actually receiving payments, what that meant for my funeral costs and things like that. So once I was educated even about like the investment part of things, I wasn't aware of that. I worked for a company for 5 years. I had no idea that I should have been investing into this company as much as I thought. I was putting away a little something, but not enough.
So was it percentage or was it dollar for dollar, the company that you were with?
Prior.
You said you didn't know, your insurance that you had was not good. So were you paying dollar for dollar, or was it a percentage that you were paying into it?
I believe it's dollar.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when they broke down to you how the 401k works, you were livid.
Livid. I had thought I had saved like $25,000 because I had this whole payment of how they take out this much from my check, and I'm thinking I'm storing this away. If there were penalties to even take it out, right? And then there were just kind of like all these other deductions, and out of $25,000, I probably was going to get like $1,200, if that.
So your whole thought was, well, this before you had kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's another thing. Okay, so I love the fact that you were so young. You did not have kids. You probably, normally in your 20s, you don't even think about retirement. Retirement is like far from your thought process. Yeah. But with you didn't even have kids. You still understood the importance of, okay, wait a minute. I thought I knew everything about money, and I have my finances in order, but I don't.
Right.
And that is a scary feeling when you realize that, wait a minute, why I did not know this. No one ever, your job will never tell you those things. Ever. So good for you. I'm beyond proud of you, because I didn't know before I started in financial services. The stuff that I'm learning today, I had no clue.
Yeah, and that was kind of the same with me, and that's why I signed up. I was like, I have no clue. How many other people don't have any clue? It's something that I definitely want to push forward more this year and invest more time into. So
another thing I like that you didn't just think about yourself. You thought about your employees, because you wanted to make sure that they had the best coverage for them and their families. It was more so about them, even though you made sure that you were okay, but you're like, no, I have employees that I need to take care of.
Right.
And I want to make sure that if something was to happen to them, they are able to leave their families with more than just burying them.
Correct.
I love that. And I think more people need to make sure that they keep that thought in their mind. It's not about you. It's about and now you have kids, so you are set. So we're going to go ahead in this interview, but I have one more thing. What's next for you? What are some of your dreams, your goals? What are you looking to do from here?
Sure. So, like I said, I definitely want to invest time more in my financial services business, and Castle Services is taking off. It's pretty much its own brand now. Transversal is here, and people are kicking down the door. So next for me is another business venture. It's something that I've been really wanting to do and invest into for a really long time. So yeah, I want to get started on that pretty soon. So.
Okay, well, thank you so much for taking out time out of your busy schedule. I know you have a lot going on. I do appreciate you so much letting me into your world.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping that through this interview it inspires other young people to just do it. And it wasn't easy for you.
Just do it. Just leave, walk out. I'm just kidding. Definitely make sure that you have some type of cushion for yourself. If that's that job you're working, work that job until you're at least able to make whatever you were making at that job. Just don't up and quit and leave your job. Keep that money coming in to invest in yourself, and yeah, just go for it when you feel like it's time. Your heart's going to tell you, don't be afraid. Just go for it and do it. Lots of obstacles. Like I said, we've been working on this place for like a year. I'm tired. I'm yelling at my husband about it, but it's definitely worth it. Invest in yourself, believe in yourself, encourage yourself, even through the hard times.
Okay, so if people wanted to get in contact with you, whether it's the store or your cleaning services, how would they go about doing that?
Sure. Cleaning services, you can just look us up on Google, Castle Services. We're located in West Sacramento. Castle, SVRSL.com is the actual website. You can book online. You can write me directly as well. Contact information gets forwarded to myself. And then for the store, you can follow us on Instagram. It's Transversal, @Transversal. That's TRNSVRSL.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
You too.
Bye.